guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster, and I just failed 3 recordings. We're going to be playing a new thing that I spent 5 minutes thinking the name of, Coasters International. And this is going to be a typhoon coaster. And I have like a mental note of what I'd like to do for this, and I'm going to do it. So I wanted to make a pretty long station that doesn't, and here's the kicker. Even though pretty much this entire thing is based on the vertical chain lifts, guess who could care less? Me. The start here is going to be a little bit of curvedness. One of the fastest parts of the ride. So this will take approximately 10 meters to get going. And it will launch it's going to be a very fun type of coaster. Kind of like flight, if you've ever been or heard of that part. It's basically a ride that launches you up into the air. Except the problem with mine is that momentum, there's too much track that kind of, the rollback. And we will give this some sort of theming. But I'm thinking, what better way to do this than just add this? Wow, that looks intense. And not really fun at all. That's as big as it goes? Well, that's not impressive. It's called Crescent Moon. Man, that went intense. Right up there. Kind of ridiculous. Hopefully, miles. Oh boy. Never mind. This is not gonna work. Maybe if it's designed with a specific system. That allows it to launch correctly. But now everything's got to change. So what we're going to do is instead of having this ridiculously high acceleration rate, we'll take down the acceleration rate and just assume that's what's on with it. Man, that sucks. Look, I mean, it's barely getting... Yay, one of the most overused track pieces in the world. In Innoman. Blast, you know, just Mr. Freeze's blast. Hooray! This coaster's a flunk. But, yeah, it's totally, never mind. We're gonna use the torque coaster. Cause there's a way. Pretty sure. Actually, if I make this good enough, like this. ways as I can. Get this one right. Yeah, built outpost, reverse coast. I apologize for this in every way. Any kid, person, thing, anything can apologize for something. We are going to, and I told you, I'm sorry. Moving the actual coaster. Because I need its design. But it still does look like a pretty sick coaster. And I told you I'm apologizing for using someone else's coaster that I didn't make. But hey, at least it's not a flat coaster. You get to see me build on them. What this is, if you haven't seen this on any like channels that record stuff, it's basically goes down from first class. What this is it's a torque coaster, and it shoots you, but then it goes backwards, and it's like. It's an okay ride, but it's what we're doing is we're retheming it. What we're theming it to. By the way, what is one of the larger rocks? Look, rocks. One is one of the biggest rocks. I think the biggest rocks were actually desert rocks. Of course, this is not gonna be the actual finalization of the ride. Right now, we're just adding something. Fill the rocks. Wow, okay. Well, I just realized one of the bigger ones is called... The biggest one, I think, is the 5th one. Yeah, I know this looks super cheesy, but what I love about the rocks in this game, you can place them the exact same way, and if you just add a couple others, you rotate them, it eventually will actually look half decent. I'm not saying this looks half decent, but it gets me. No. Maybe better. You don't figure it out. ideas to theme, and we're gonna theme this ride around. So we got krakens, we've got manta rays, we've got eels. How about rocks? Geological efforts. Right, newest ride at Coasters International. Very long time to figure that name out. It is a sight to behold. I don't know why they call these the large rocks when they're actually not even the scale of people in this game. Celebrate. Look close enough. Notice some spooky features. About the size of some of the large rocks, and you'll see that a little bit of gold. The only really visible. See, there's like rock skulls throughout. Rocks. See, what makes this differ from my last pretty much just coaster part is that this one, these coasters are actually kind of themed. So here you've got your theming is a large boulder. was a cowboy. It might be more accurate to say he was the cowboy. Just sink your teeth in to some reused scenery parts. Scenery is pretty good as well. Well, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know what the game actually. See, it says it's average, but it's actually a lot better than some of our other rides. But we're gonna go get some more pirate scenery. Let's go with the when we search up the pirate scenery. It brings up this wonderful thing right here called a ship hole. Do this, rotate it good enough, it will become. No, this is painful. When did I select sci-fi? Just want a pirate ship. This is, I think, a pretty cool coaster. If I do say so myself. How's our track scenery looking? Hi. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a bit of a foundation here. Water. That isn't really necessary, but you can add it, and this is going to be more of like a pirate cove area, sort of thing. Recolor this ride, didn't tell you that this was somebody else, that I didn't actually make this ride. I don't think many people would, if you didn't actually know that I didn't make this, if you didn't see me place that ride, you may have thought I made this because of how, now maybe that would give it away if you've seen it. But if I just recolor this track to like a darker blue, somewhere basically black and a darker blue, maybe even darker than that. So this episode is probably... Ooh, did it just break? Oh, no, I paused it. Don't worry, guys. Just pause. Now let's look and see. How's our track rating? High. Okay. Max speed, so average speed is 23 miles per hour. That's pretty good, I think. Well, of course I didn't even make this coaster, so it doesn't really matter too much. Little details in this one. So far. I don't even think we need any special effects right now because let's do a little bit of a POV here. I think it looks awesome. I think that's why it looks awesome. more sense. Like, I put this around. Which means that now we're going to need to test it, and we will see how it is. Park speakers. Lock up there. But what would be a complete ride without a ride with 100% scenery rating? What would be, oh, is the path supports not on? Okay, so now I can has fix. This ride will have an outdoor queue, and it will have a station. But most of my other rides will be within. We'll probably have more realistic queues. This queue is just kind of thing because. So here's the thing, though. So this music actually costs money to run. You'll notice that since nobody's really here for the rides yet, you'll start noticing a slight decrease in the money. And the rides and tickets not helping, and there's not much scenery. Why doesn't it give me all of it, though? I want all of the music. There you go, hold on. The Lady and the Scoundrel. There you go. Yes! Money! So that little downpour, we're good. And we're gonna make this a good park. 100% cute scenery. We're going scenery theme. Parata. And we'll go with we won't go crazy with the money spending except for maybe on like totally unnecessary pirate chest. Everybody wants to go on Pirate Blast. We're gonna open treasure spins while assuming it will be a less popular ride. We will still use these speakers, though. We are using to our advantage. And I know I didn't actually make the coaster. Whatever, people. But it's really just people were wanting more rides. We've got a good, almost a good demographic, but not quite, because we don't. The family ride just opened, and it's all fair and all fair. That's too big. But there's one thing I need for this ride, and that's scenery. And I know it says it's got scenery, but it doesn't know exactly what scenery is. And if I don't think there's scenery, there is definitely not scenery, because I will usually take any shortcut I can get. Here is an interesting thing, because I don't want this I just want this little castle here. Still skyrocketing because there's no iffiness with how. Oh, I see, because the 10 seconds. Yeah, this park, I don't know if you knew, but it's really good right now. And scenery is not exactly a problem, seeing as both of our rides have perfect scenery. For $4,000 a month, this park is awesome. Any more pirate theming? Kind of, like even the slightest theming to pirates. Was there anything smaller? Nope. And yes, I will add the some scenery to fill in the areas. I know this park could be expanded, but right now, this park is doing amazing. This will probably be the peak point of our park. Probably will not get very much better than this. And we might end up needing to add in... I don't know when to add in the shops. Eventually, we're going to have to. Just because, you know, shops. We might just add in a shop in Plaza and just leave it there. We gotta add some benches, though. I'm seeing, like, what I can get. Now, here's the problem with this ride. It's gonna actually need some scenery, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's gonna... I'm calling it the Grand 4 pint. Do the math, people. It's the Grand 4 pint, and 4 pints equal a gallon, which means it's the Grand Gallon. Do the math, people. Hi, welcome to YouTube. Yes, I am a... For most, I guess you can consider me a... See, what's so great about the... Hold on a second, I was saying something, but... You know what I love about this ride is that it's so fast, but yet fun. That it goes in and out like that, and it gets so many people per ride. So what we gotta do... See, look at that. I'm gonna end up calling this area Pirate Cove. We'll probably change all the path, all the type of path. This actually. Now this is the start where we start getting into some risk bees. And what I'm gonna end up doing now is just a quick update to all this path here. I want to change it to this. Now hopefully that isn't gonna affect us too much. We've got to get people to use these ATMs though, is the thing, or else they're gonna lose us a bit too much money for my liking. And I think we got one more ride we can put in, one more flat ride. Probably call it an area over here. It's because these two ATMs. $0.10 per use on the ATM. The thing is, ATMs are costing us more than they're actually making us, so we're just gonna demolish them. You know, it's always try and check. Here's our first little tidbit. Ready for the first part of risky business? Risky business. It's the risky business. Risky business, guys. So far, we're not getting into too much risky business because basically, we're probably gonna still make a steady cash flow, and that's gonna be able to keep us afloat. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter too much if we start going down. But here's the thing: no one likes the priority passes, and they say they're for suckers. So we'll just take them down to $5 maybe, and they'll increase the sales, right? Maybe. Yeah, this might be our least profitable month. Now let's see what they were saying. Wish there was more rides. Okay. But they're so cheap. They're so cheap. Get rid of the information booth here. We'll work on it. We will add a nothing. We'll pause the game temporarily. So now we're gonna let it level out. Okay. I'm just gonna get some ride tickets before I add in the whatever everybody wants. All right. Hungry and thirsty. We're gonna add in the pirates bins. And we're only putting them in the pirate area right now because, and I'm eventually gonna need to add the benches in as well. And I'm not gonna advertise because what happened with my last part that I don't know if I'm actually recordings of wasn't like pirate themed or anything. It was just me messing around, and it was kind of like I had like the kitty area and the intense ride area. And what ended up happening was I ended up forgetting to put the bins in. So what I'm doing by pausing the game, I'm cutting the constant sales. And I'm also making it so we can't go into the negatives yet, and we can actually successfully do this. And what I'm doing is I'm making this so it's, and I don't know what to that, but what I'm making it is so that I'm only doing it in this pirate area for one particular reason. And that reason is because what'll end up happening is people will just come to the pirate area. No one's gonna have food coming into the park. And once we put them everywhere, we'll put the bins everywhere. But as of right now, we've got 0 shops open, 0 employees. People are thirsty and hungry, correct? Perfect. So you guests who are wanting to ride the rides, drink the drinks, get the collectible cups, you can all do those things. As soon as I put this little, I'll probably have to put the rocktopus right there or right there, and I'd rather take my chances with this than with this area. What we do is we can get some, see that's like a pirate entrance, but not everything is, you know what I want to try? Let's you want to do something? You ready? We are going to try something. It's never ever been done before. We're gonna use a pirate entrance, but just take away the entrances. So it's like the entrance to the pirate area. And we're gonna get rid of snow. I want to keep that. You. And you. And you. I wanted to move this. get rid of those. And a couple glitches, of course. We don't need the animatronic up here, so you can go bye-bye. But other than that, looks like that pirate entrance added some value to the park. And we are embarking on a journey. Alright, now that we've done that little thing, I guess it's safe to assume we can throw in the pirate themed shops right here. And I will. Now we gotta figure out what is the height that needs to be at, and I think right there. Now we gotta get over here. Where's that ATM at? I'll find that ATM. I gotta get rid of that ATM. Whatever, we can locate it later. For now, what we need to do, let's get this pathway up over here. This is quite the long video.
Gudo Villaros by Moa, Gudo Cabin, the Mornless Lane.
That works. Success. So there you go. It's going down. Nobody's thirsty anymore. But now we gotta get. Where's the ATM? Didn't say that it had an ATM. It did. You have got to get money. This is right. We're still making money, so I won't complain. And it is the shops and facilities money loss is, see, now it's going up. Oh my god. Risky Business Part 1. So far, Risky Business is paying off. But I've got to check out staff. We'll just train you up and pay you each $200. There's 4 of you, which means we'll be paying $800. Did I say 1,000? I meant 100. No, I was putting in 200. So you each get 100 because you're getting normal things, normal pay. And so far, so the rest of it's kind of just from the music. But so far, this Risky Business paying off a little bit, you know? Paying off piece by piece. It's paying off. I love this park so far. I hope you guys do as well, because I think it's pretty cool, this whole area. But there is some more things we do have to do. I wanted to get a janitor. Is something that was in my plans. Preferably a janitor, maybe 2 janitors, and a mechanic. And this is where we're getting into some really deep business, alright? So those two guys, we pay them 150, and they should be happy because they got a pay raise. You, we can pay 350, and you should be happy. We'll pay you 170 because you're being a jerk. There you go, and you can train you guys up. Oh my god. Well, I guess for every cent we pay in park management, we make it back via shops and facilities, and the overflow goes to like 20 bucks of rides and tickets, but we're still managing. And I mean, like, we're managing good. See, and that costs you. See that? Because the only thing is, training costs money. And I don't think I really cared about that before. Or I just didn't realize it and too chicken to admit it. Anyways, it's kind of, you know, like that with the controls. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bunch of these park speakers. And we're going to show them kind of. And so we are going to throw some speakers in here. That should make the sounds pretty good throughout the area. And I think we really just need a couple in here, and we can add some bushes and trees. This has been quite the long episode. I'm maybe going on an hour right now. Not looking, so I couldn't tell you exactly, but just I feel like it's been an hour. But I've gotten so much done, I'm happy with it. Now let's see how's it doing here. Alright, shops and facilities not making too much. Let's go. Wish there was more rides. Exactly what I was thinking. My friend, no. Yes, 100. Now we're gonna make every single ride have 100% Q scenery. Rock and if every single music thing throughout the entire park, this little section is gonna be a lady and the scoundrel for reasons. If you wished there was more rides, you will be so happy when I release this new ride. It's the Rocketopus. Okay. You know what I just realized? The Rocketopus is practically just the newer ride. The new Tri-Storm ride. Except Tri-Storm is not this ride has 5 carts going out, and 4 in each cart. This one has like 5 cars in each, but only 3 going out, and it's practically the same thing. Especially when you compare it to Scissor. Scissor and Tristorm and this have been basically the same thing, just released a couple times. Let's add some more fabulous pirate Q scenery. But we always gotta make sure we are managing coherently with everything. So that's what I don't understand. Planet Coaster that makes some sick stuff. But what I don't understand is why they don't like some of the stuff that they make, like buildings, why they don't just put that as like a building you can get, or like actually like a. Maybe I'm not making much sense here. But anyways. Pirate bathroom. Yes, I'm aware that I didn't make that. Someone's gonna get on to me in the comments. Oh, you wait till the sci-fi section. Oh boy. Banshee. I wonder if I'm made Afterburn yet. In case you didn't know, it's a ride at Carroll, which is actually not my my home park, but I've been there. And it was fun, and I guess I liked it. And just wondering, open notifications. So what's the big? I guess we've only lost like the only time we've lost any money was like it was like $25, and it was because we didn't have any stores or any things open yet. I guess the next episode. No, we're not gonna do the next episode. We're gonna do in this episode. What we're gonna be doing is. About this, because this is not supposed to be anything like it's actually made to be. All this is to me is something I can stick somewhere. Gotta get rid of the food. Any other remnants? Is there any other small little detail that may have shown this was once a food? Now we have 100% queue scenery. But the only thing is not queuing that long. Well, is your satisfaction for more? Yes! Yeah! No breakdown so far. We got 8 shops and facilities. This one was popping with Pirate Blast. Go figure. Slush Store didn't figure. So we got 4 rides and 8 facilities and shops. All in all, pretty good. So what do they use? They use Scabola, as you can call it. Bush, which is this one. Fun fact, I actually use this bush probably more than the forest bushes. Up until recently, I've just been like addicted to these. Why is it attached to surface? Oh, well that's not helpful. We're just gonna wrap this around the pirate area and call it macaronis. at the end of this video, we will do a POV of the coaster, which I already did, and we'll do a little walkthrough of. Well, I'm gonna end up calling this section of the park the Pirate Cove. And I think we'll do a sci-fi, probably like a castle kind of fairy tale theme somewhere. And at the end of this episode, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna add like a meetup kind of spot thing. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. They have like entertainment points, is what they call them in this game. And we're gonna make an entertainment point. And so basically you can actually see it's kind of like a green line made around it. And it's going to be like palm trees. I know I didn't really make any of the buildings. Actually, if you actually kind of, actually, I really didn't build much of this, like, actually park. I kind of just put together themes and already done flat rides, and basically the only thing I actually did in this video was adding scenery and theming to Pirate Blast, which is actually Bill's Outpost Reverse Blast, which is a pretty cool coaster actually. It's actually actual videos that are quite popular. Probably one of the biggest channels, I think. If you've ever been on YouTube looking at reviews of something, you've probably seen Channel 5 Gaming, which is a pretty big dude. He's pretty big. Not really big. I wouldn't say anything near like some of the other, like some of the actual like people who stream it and stuff, like actually play the game. But he's like one of the popular reviewers. And maybe it's just me. His videos are I never really watch them. I kind of just see them. Well, there you go. We're gonna lose money now. Where's my mechanic? Why is he not on standby? But I think that this section of the park, Pirate Cove, will always, of course, have to be maintained and stuff. We can just throw in the final touches. So I think the main parts of the greenery here are being finished right now, as we speak. Finished. The greenery is pretty much done. So now we got to go to the trees. Basically, I'm just gonna put in some of these short palms. Wherever I think a tree is needed, we'll just throw in a tree. Much time and thought went into this, and I'm really happy to see it finished and have you guys come along with me. wanting to see that, but I like this park a lot more. I mean, just look at this though. Doesn't this look like kind of the oh no 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 no. Are we something going right with our stabs? I'm not gonna do that. But is something like legitimately going wrong? No, 250. Yeah, and you're going to we're gonna need to make a new work roster. Pirate themed area. You are going to the pirate themed area. Yeah. Salary is massive. I'm dropping it by $20. Okay. I think the only problem was if the pirate blast broke down. How's it looking with mechanical status? Just gonna check up on every ride. No, everything relatively new, so nothing should really be. Alright guys, well, let's do a little bit of a, make sure it stays daytime. I'm gonna do a little bit of a daytime walkthrough. Park. Oh, we need to make a station. Yeah, hold on guys, I didn't think about that. We'll just do this another time. Solid. Yeah, well, that was the only real thing that we probably could have done better. It's alright. We'll do it next time. Come up through here and visit the park where we actually picnic. Just kidding. Yeah, you can tell I was kidding. So this is like the pirate area. I think it looks pretty sick. Because most things they can build anything here. And, you know, the staff. Got Indiana Jones. And we've got rides. And we got 4 rides, I believe. Right? Yes, 4 rides. Captain Lockjaw, meeting with visitors, close and far. Where needed was Indiana Jones. So I think that's a big section of the park, and I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm guessing it's around an hour. But no matter what, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Coasters International. Probably gonna change that name to Rides International because it's not a lot of coasters here. Bye.